Freebies like laptops, TVs, cows, mixies, grinders, everything that political parties have promised in their election manifestos could now become a thing of the past, because the Supreme Court today said that this shakes the roots of a free and fair poll. It's directed the Election Commission now to frame guidelines for regulating the contents of manifestos.
Will the next election be free of freebies? The Supreme Court has directed the Election Commission to frame guidelines to prevent political parties from doling out free laptops, television sets, bicycles and whatnot. This was in response to a PIL filed by a lawyer contesting the free household items given away by Jayalalitha's government in Tamil Nadu. While saying this doesn't amount to corruption under the law, the court said, freebies promised by political parties in their election manifestos shake the roots of free and fair polls. Though the election manifesto is published before the Code of Conduct comes into force, the Election Commission can make an exception by bringing it within Code of Conduct. The national parties welcomed the top court's directive.
If it is resulting in reforming the election process, the BJP will certainly be happy to work together with.
लेकिन अगर कुछ गाइडलाइंस हैं जो एक जिसे वो कह सकते हैं ओछी या हल्की या गुमराह करने वाली राजनीति से लोगों को रोके तो फिर बेहतर है.
But it's India's regional parties in particular that are infamous for election-linked generosity. Samajwadi Party has gifted free laptops and bicycles in UP. DMK promised and gave away TV sets, while the AIA-DMK gave electric fans and mixies.
Elections should be fought on policies and performance. Is a one-time freebie good enough for us, the voters? The Supreme Court feels that these freebies announced around the general elections make the elections an unequal fight and drain out the state exchequer. Reporting from New Delhi with Joseph, Aanchal Vora, NDTV.
Well, let me ask the Samajwadi Party, which is of course famous for distributing those laptops. What do you make of the Supreme Court's directive to the EC today?
We'll abide by law. If there is any change in the functioning, if the Election Commission directs all the political parties about these freebies and other things,
then of course you don't have a choice. You have to abide by it. My question is, what do you think of it? Do you think that these amount to bribes?
No, it's not bribe. It's not bribe. If we are trying to uplift a particular section of the society, in our case, it's the educated youth, in fact, which we are trying to say. We definitely have to make the commitment for the youth who is getting qualified. We have given the scholarship scheme also. We have given the girls to encourage to continue their studies afterwards also. It's a commitment, and it is the social angle. You may call it freebie, but it is our commitment that we will.
But
be
they are
freebies.
I mean, Renuka Chaudhary, you know, when political parties offer laptops, when they offer cows, mixies, sorry, there was some other audio that came in there. My question is, when political parties offer these kind of, freebies, do they not amount to bribing the voter, to luring the voter?
I don't know. Of course, I welcome what the court has said, because it creates, they've just given direction. But if it results in something that creates level playing fields for people from all stratas of society to participate in the electoral process, I think it's brilliant. How effective will it be? How much will people resent it? Because I have another take on this. This is my personal opinion. At least the people get something. They get it during elections. Now, I've had my rivals distributing chicken and half bottle of liquor with the coupons which they distributed, and these could be exchanged at the local shop. By the way, he's a sitting MP just now. So when they did that, I couldn't give chicken. I couldn't give anything for that matter, because I'm afraid I'm not a wealthy woman. So what happened? The people took the chicken and voted for me.
So you don't think voters get influenced?
I don't think so. I think it's a very transient thing. I mean, if you see the recent election in Tamil Nadu, huge freebies were given away. It didn't really. I think we underestimate our voters. But so that's not the issue. The issue that you need to look at is how many people who come from this general walks of life, how many can afford to do this? I can't. I can't afford to give any freebies. I don't take money from anyone. I can't give it.
Pawan Verma, your take on this?
You know, I think it's a very good augury that the Supreme Court has intervened in this matter. And I'm afraid my conclusion is that unless the Election Commission and the Supreme Court combine, nothing will ever change political behavior in this country for the better. If you read report after report over the last years of the Election Commission, all these recommendations have been made for electoral reform. This is not a matter of freebies only, for financial transparency, for prevention of criminalization of politics, for better monitoring of expenses during elections, for better code of conduct of candidates. All of these are in, I think, a dozen Election Commission reports. They go to the Standing Committee of Parliament and they come back out of a list of 23 items approved which are about the decibel level of loudspeakers when elections are going on. Unless the Election Commission is now reinforced by the writ of the Supreme Court which enforces the reforms that are required, nothing will really happen in this country. And let us not for a moment doubt that it's not enough to be the world's largest democracy in numerical terms.